Hello, and welcome to our episode entitled A Virtuous Woman from our podcast, The Path to Becoming a Virtuous Woman. Thank you for being here and for giving me a few minutes of your time. My name is Alondra Valentina. Please remember that this space is born from a deep desire of my heart to speak about virtue, inner beauty, and the calling each and every one of us has as young women and women of God in these crucial times. This is a podcast for women and young women who want and have a desire to reach their full potential, to remember who they really are, to remember that living a virtuous life is a life worth living, and to remember the worth that they have as daughters of an Almighty God. Who am I? I'm a young woman who desires for each and every one of you to remember those things. Why do I talk about virtue today? Well, we live in a century where freedom has become confused with disorder, strength with harshness, and beauty with things that are more superficial. Today, purity, modesty, meekness, and virtue are often seen as weakness. But I deeply believe that being a virtuous woman is an act of courage. It reveals the true heart of a woman with principles and convictions. Virtue is not outdated. Virtue is eternal. It is never ending. Because to be a virtuous woman, to be a woman of God, does not mean being submissive to the world, but firm in principles, clear in identity, and gentle in the heart. A woman, a virtuous woman, lives in the world, but is not of the world. There's a big difference. This podcast is born because I believe that, first, a woman was created with purpose. Second, that virtue is still powerful. And third, that the world needs women who think, speak, and live with their own light and voice. This podcast is for you who feel that you do not fit into the superficiality of life, who desire to cultivate your inner life, and who want to live with intention. Remember, we live in a world, but we are not of this world, and we will not fit in with the norms of this world. That is why things that are of this world do not matter to us, because our heart and our soul are in the eternal things of God. This podcast is for those young women and women who long to be a woman of faith, of character, of virtue, because here we will speak with honesty, with depth, and with hope. I want to share about a virtuous woman in my life who has changed everything in my life, has given me an example. And this woman is my mother. My mother has always loved wearing rebozos, a Mexican shawl. Growing up, I saw her wearing them, and it's because of her that I wear them myself. Through her rebozos, the way that she uses them, she also emanates virtue through her way of speaking with gentleness, with her gaze of pureness, and her words that uplift. Her rebozo has become a covering to her, emanating love, emanating virtue, emanating all the principles and convictions which she lives by each and every day. My mother taught me something that I will never forget, that true virtue is not announced, it is lived. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening. If this episode spoke to your heart, I invite you to stay and to share it with others. For in the next episode, we will talk about something fundamental. What truly is virtue? Please remember, where will you find the virtuous woman? you will find her within yourself.